Hi everyone, Esther here. Thank you so much for tuning to my channel. I want to share with you very important information, upcoming week energy, and I hope this information can help you navigate better your week and to connect to right energy and to really use your own power, proper way to direct yourself so you can have much better successful week. Always want to remind you, the astrology was never given to us in order to us to be slave of astrology and to fall and to be under influence of astrological bodies. It really was given to us by Creator in order for us to actually control astrological bodies and to understand how, with our own transformation, how we, by awakening the Creator within us, can control completely what's happened with the sky. Therefore, all the predictions, it cannot be accurate if you really believe in the light of Creator and to really believe about your own transformation and the power you can use with the restrictions and the law of creations. You can really predict what's happening because it's really up to you how you're going to behave, what energy you're going to produce. And nobody can really predict beside yourself. So the good news, no matter what's happened astrologically, it's really up to us how we're going to receive and what we're going to do with that, right? So I'm going to share with you before I'm going to share with you sky. Is remember, I do not practice Western astrology. It is sidereal system. So if you're a client of mine, I always recommend for you before you start to look at the sky of weekly astrology, always open your own blueprint of your chart because remember when you do reading with me, it's a learning session. You always receive your blueprint and you can actually see what's really happening in the sky and how directly it can affect you and what energy is actually going to pass by and the blessings and perhaps you're not going to use it, right? So it's all really about our own power, but awareness, and when we use an awareness and information convert to wisdom, this is when really blessings coming from. So first and the most, I'm going to share with you the wisdom of the Zohar. So let's connect to the energy of the Zohar. And just by scanning with our eyes and reading the Zohar, we connect into the highest of the Or Makif, the surround light. And if some of you study Kabbalah for a long time, or you just starting your journey with the Kabbalistic knowledge of the law of universe, which is Kabbalah, it's has nothing to do with religious. It has nothing to do with any cult. It's a blueprint of creation, of the law of creation. And if you really know how to apply the Kabbalistic knowledge, and especially if you start to use it just your beginners, you can see so many blessings as well. And then it's always required for you to go to the next level. So I'm going to share with you this weekly portion, uh, and uh, and I'm going to conclude my video with my beautiful teacher Rav Berg, and with his message for us for this weekly portion, because this weekly portion is extremely important. And I'm going to leave link. You can always go to Kabbalah.com, and if you don't have Zohar at home, what's really, really amazing about this new website Kabbalah Center created, you can go and you connect and read an explanation about Zohar. This is unbelievable tool, which was never was given to humanity so openly. And now it's really in front of our eyes. We can do so many things. So this weekly portion, as I said, it's called Tzaf. Literally translation command. And let's just connect to the first part, the beginning of the Zohar. Remember, Zohar, the book of splendor, contained tremendous energy. Just by looking with the eyes and scanning, if you don't know how to read Aramaic and Hebrew letters, which is the same, Hebrew and Aramaic letters the same, it's just a different pronunciation of the words for Aramaic and Hebrew. Some of them very similar, some of them really different. Just by connecting with this, you connected to the highest of the highest directly with the light of Creator. It says in the Zohar, it's one of the books, because it's written in Aramaic, angels don't understand. And it was given to us in order for us not to have any intermediate, any, so to say, engines, between, because when we pray in Hebrew, and usually when we pray, we always need to intermediate before prayers to go to the highest. Here with the Zohar, we have a direct connection with the Creator. This is exactly Creator wants us to have one of the tremendous tools, which was revealed by one of the holiest righteous souls, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, because of the unity they have between each other. You know, he has his own students in command who really have such a tremendous love and unity. They were able to activate the energy that other righteous souls, like Moses, Moshe Rabbeinu, and Eliyahu Navi, Elijah the prophet, used to come and teach. There's a whole story you can go and read in the website about the Zohar. There's many projects all over the world about the Zohar projects. Many spiritual leaders, they have nothing to do with Judaism. They all have a Zohar in their possession because they know without Zohar, study Zohar, understand, you cannot understand the law of creation because everything concealed. And Zohar, it's one of the books actually explain the Torah, the Old Testimony. Okay, so I just gave this a little bit longer explanation. Those of you who really not familiar and just begin, and hopefully you can give appreciation, and you can even close your eyes if you're driving, if you're busy, you can, or you can even, you know, of course you cannot close your eyes when you're driving, but if you can take a moment, close your eyes and listen to the words of the Holy Zohar, you can get a lot of protection and divine inspiration as well. So I'm going to start in Aramaic, and then I will read a little bit in explanation in English, but explanation is concealed as well. You need to study a little bit to understand the 10 Sefirot from the Tree of Life Reality, the 10 illuminations. So in order for you to understand a little bit, but it's not about direct understanding. Just be a completely empty vessel right now to receive. The only thing you need is the appreciation. Okay, so we're going to start with זאת התורה עולם, וגולה רבי שמעון פתח ואמר, צדקתך כחרי, על משפטיך תהום רבה, וגולה ההיא קרא וכמינה ליה ויתמר, תחזה, היא עולה סליקה וכשורה כדי אמר, לעילה ודיבוקה דילה בגולה עלמה, דעתי למווי כולה אחת, בכשורה חדה בחידו ובגין דסלקה לעילה כתיב זאת תורה, רזה דחל ונוגבה כחדה תורה שבכתב, ותורה שבעל פה לסלקה בחביבותה. And in English, this is the Torah of the burnt offering from the Vayikra, the previous Torah portion we read. Rabbi Shimon opened discussion saying, your righteousness is like a great mountains. Your judgments are the great deep. From Tehillim, the Psalms of David. We have explained and learned this verse. Come and behold, the burnt offering causes congregations of Israel to rise and be attached above and cleaves to the world to come, Binah, so that everything will be one, connected together in joy. Since it rises higher and higher, up to Binah, it is reading, this is the Torah, which is the secret of male and female, together, namely Zeranpin and Malchut, which are the reading Torah and the oral Torah, rising with the love to Binah. This, Zot, in Hebrew Zot, it's in a female way to say, is the secret of Malchut, the oral Torah, and the Torah is the secret of Zeranpin, the reading Torah. How beautiful it is. We always need to remember Torah is not just any book was reading, by Moses just received from the Creator. It's the life organism. Just by connecting, just by studying Torah, your soul knows this is the main secret of the creation. It's really, really important. You can create a lot of protection for you, for your family, for your close ones, and it can help you with your spiritual process. So now I'm going to share with you the beautiful sky of upcoming week, which is really, really important for us. Let me just find it. Beautiful. So I found a couple of really, really interesting things. Right now we have a sky. Let me put today. Yes, March 26th. So I'm going to tell you guys a couple of things, what's going to happen this week. Number one, we have, we're always going to see where Moon going to land it, because Moon was going to change 3 different signs. during this week. And for those of you who have moon in this particular sign, it's important for you to know. So in these particular days, 2.5 days, moon will be stationary for a certain sign. I recommend for you to take it easy. Try to control more your emotion. It's always good to control your emotions, but this particular time, every time when moon activated, she's more vulnerable, more open, but at the same time, she's helping you to receive more divine inspiration. So today it's Sunday, and we have a moon still in Taurus, and in very auspicious place. It's a place of wealth, and it's Aldebaran. You can see it's in the between 15 and 16 degrees. It's touching star Aldebaran. So even today, by end of the day, whatever you can do, you think about finance. It's a good day as well for you to think who you want to donate, what organization you want to give your sustenance, because remember, your sustenance have only value if you share. If it's stuck energy, you only keep it for yourself or your loved ones, it's not considered, it's not sharing. But when you're going out of your comfort zone and you're giving away, this is when you create the different vessel for your own sustenance for money, and they have more protection and more blessings. Remember that. So what else we have in the sky? We definitely have a sun in Pisces in 11 degrees. We have Pluto. We have a Pluto in Capricorn, of course. We have a Saturn in a beautiful Aquarius. He's right now, he's in retrograde position in the 8th degree of retrograde, but he's in the 6th millionth of retrograde. And he's coming closer, he's coming closer to really touch more positive degrees of Aquarius. Now we moving forward, we can see Venus. Venus right now 21 degree in Pisces, and she's preparing to join Jupiter very soon. Even in 21, 23 degrees in Jupiter, you can see they're already in conjunction energy position. Okay, so she's gonna love it to be part of the Jupiter, and you're gonna feel this this week. I'm gonna show you after what day. Then we have sorry, my apology, Mercury, not Venus, Mercury. Mercury preparing himself to conjunct with Jupiter. Then we have definitely Rahu, which is the Rahu. It's a really important player right now. He's gonna interact big time with Jupiter very soon, and he's going to be part of the upcoming eclipses, end of the April. I'm going to explain to you. And we have Venus. Venus we have in 17 degrees. She's in Aries. And we have Uranus, which is Uranus and Venus as well, gonna conjunct each other this week. It's going to be very interesting for the new, unusual beginning and understanding of the partnership. Okay, I'm going to explain to you a little bit more. So this is the Sunday, and of course we do have Mars. He just in the beginning to be in Gemini, and you can see he didn't even touch really Gemini as a direct sky. He only entered to the house, but he didn't get complete energy of Gemini yet. So he's preparing himself. So we're going to move forward to Monday. We have Monday, March 27. And a couple interesting things. First of all, I want to mention again about moon, the moon, Taurus moon. Guys, for you, Shabbat, Saturdays, today, Sunday, and especially tomorrow. Look what's happening here. It's absolutely unbelievable. I'm gonna share with you something. When moon touched 28 degree of Taurus, moon touching one of the wealthiest, wealthiest energy on the sky right now. So this coming Monday, if you were thinking to make any decisions and with regards to your wealth, just really especially Taurus, especially moon Taurus, and as well, we have in a position Scorpio can benefit from it as well. In general, all of us, we can really connect to this energy because it's the energy of the highest wealth, and we're going to have this Monday. So I definitely recommend for you guys to kind of to use this amazing, awesome information. I'm going to look at it. I wrote a couple notes for myself, and I want to show you as well, something really, really important as well. So we are in 27. Okay. So this Monday, the whole week, actually, it's not really stressful week. It's the week which is we kind of used to this energy, and we in the already stop even to pay attention about little bit lack of focus. Remember, because of the Mercury, Mercury been really combusted by Sun, and Mercury really not feeling the best all this period of time until March 1st, until April 1st. Remember that. But what's really, really interesting as well, on I'm going to move forward. I'm going to move to March 28. I'm going to show you something really, really important. So first of all, March 28, we have Moon finally get to Gemini. And Moon in Gemini, for Gemini, it's a little bit always unusual energy when the Moon can get into Gemini, because Gemini is really not about too much, emotions, too much explanation. They try to be quick, logical, just to move forward. So for you, Gemini, I really recommend for the next few days, which is it's 28, 29, and partially 30s, try to listen to your partner, to anyone you communicate with. Try to give them the stage. Even though you have so much to say, try to be a little bit crunchy with with your words. So what it's mean? Try not to try to be more silent, because as less you're going to speak, is more energy you're going to receive and you're going to keep. It's really, really important. Okay. Now, what's happening in March 28? It's really, really important. Jupiter conjunct Mercury. Okay. It's extremely, extremely important. So, when Jupiter conjunct Mercury, and it's conjunct in 24 degree, what I love about 24, 25 degrees, what I really love when, Mercury rules communication, and, it is a conjunct Jupiter, this will give us more clarity. Our mind suddenly will expand. We're going to have some ideas we already thought about before. Finally, we really want to manifest. It's one of the positive, really positive conjunctions, I will say, for a long, long time. Whole March was really difficult months. Wasn't easy months. We all almost need to reintroduce ourselves, the way how we receive information. And some of us need to almost go to concealment in order not even to think too much. I hope, and it's not bad thing, by the way. So what's really, really important about this conjunction of this particular day on March 28, I really recommend for you guys to study. Because Mercury, it's all about really knowledge. When you know how to use Mercury, he's really going to serve you well. And Jupiter, so beautiful, and they are in 24, 25 degrees on Pisces. It's not the most positive degree for emotional, but because if you know how to use it, if you know how to connect to the most positive energy of this conjunction, it can serve you very, very well, because Jupiter, remember, in Hebrew it's tzedek, and he's definitely um here to serve us. But in the same time, because Mercury kind of he's going to be preparing his he's burned by Sun. Mercury a little bit weak now, by conjunction with Jupiter, he's going to feel more nourishment. So we're all going to feel better. We're already going to prepare to feel better. This is really, really good thing, right? And remember, by the way, day before, on March 27, I forgot to mention, Mars was trine Saturn, right? So when Mars trine Saturn, we almost connecting to the wisdom inside of us, and we want to show this wisdom. We really want to show our structure. We almost like a make decision, even on 27. It's actually a good day to put in your planner and say, okay, if I decide I'm going to wake up this time, I'm going to really keep my words for myself, because Mars, when Mars trine in such a perfect trine with Saturn, it's all about structure, restriction. It's all about truth. It's all about to be on time. So it's a good time for us to make a seat there. Okay. And let's move to 29. So in 29, we still have a beautiful moon in Gemini, and she's in 22nd degree, and the 22nd degree connect to energy of Cyrus, which is the highest. So when the moon in the 22nd degree, we actually can feel prophecy. It's actually good combination. I love how moon going to help us. We just need to choose what energy we're going to connect in the sky, because there's a lot of polarity we're going through always in the sky, always. And I'm not here to scare you and to tell you it's not about bad or good news. It's all about how we know how to manipulate this energy for our benefit and to benefit for all. It's really, really important. So for you, Gemini, it's excellent days for you to connect to your wisdom, to your calmness, to so to say, to zoom out. Gemini is really, really good for you. And Gemini, by the way, and we have Sagittarius can benefit from that big time, all of us, but specifically we're talking about Gemini and as well in a position of Sagittarius. Now we're gonna move forward to March 30th. And now on March 30th, there you go. This is what I wanted to actually discuss with all of us, because Moon gonna stay almost for 3 days from March 30th. Then we have the first, we have 30, we have first, we have 3 days after 30th when the Moon's gonna be in Cancer. Even though she's in her own home and she should feel comfortable, she usually more sensitive Moon there, and she's more open to even to more headaches, more inflammation, more a little bit of sadness. So we need to know how to control, especially a 4th degree when she just the beginning, because she is she's kind of gonna get energy when she's between Cancer. You can see 4th degree between Cancer and Gemini. This is the degree which is connected to the energy of Mars. So she's going to have a little bit conflicted energy. So it's good for us to understand this, because Mars going to still trying Saturn in this, Mars going to try in Saturn with Aquarius. So we're going to connect to a lot of wisdom. I love this combination. Just make sure you will control your emotions. It's extremely important. Okay. And because the Venus as well, the same day we have Venus conjunct Uranus in 22 degree, you see? So let's go to beautiful Venus. Look at this Venus. She conjunct Uranus. And it's so interesting. It's almost like you will need to allow yourself to immerse in the creative process, in the mental creative process. You're going to explain to your partner things more artistic way. You will when Uranus in Venus in such a beautiful 22 degree conjunction, you will have a desire even to change your image a little bit, and it's a good thing, because sun is coming, we entering in our atmosphere, we're entering a really beautiful period of time when we're getting more sun, we're going out again. And this conjunction going to really help us to have a more desire to look more beautiful. And it's very important, by the way. It's extremely important. Kabbalist teaches it's very, very important to always to look clean and proper. Never wear clothes which have some dirt on it. It's the energy you're going to carry for it. So this particular conjunction will give you more understanding. You're going to have sudden desire, sudden unusual desires, the way how you want to look. And don't look because the fashion suddenly telling you this is what you should wear. Be your own creator. Dress up exactly how you want. It's extremely important to be authentic, to be unique who you are. Don't care what other people think. The only thing you should care, your clothes should be needy and should be clean. It's extremely important, because this is the energy. And as well, you will decide to make some changes in your home. Everything would connect your artistic to beauty. You can have recommendation for your partner, some new ideas where to travel together, maybe do something, start to walk together, not just walk, maybe jog together, maybe take some courses together. This Venus going to have sudden, very, very important like ideas. And I absolutely love it, guys. And usually when such a combination happens, it's almost giving us new ideas we didn't dare to put in practicality. And then this seed can carry on for a long, long time and can change something inside of us, which is initially we thought we don't want to share, you know? And don't forget the Mercury preparing himself to go from Pisces to Aries, okay, which is extremely important because Mercury loves to be in Aries, I have to tell you, because in Aries he feels, oh my God, they go, I'm with my body who loves to talk, who's more daring, and we're going to feel more alive. You understand? So I'm going to show you something. So from March 30th, we're moving right now to March 31st. And look what we have here. Okay, we have Mercury in 30th degree. He's still touching energy of Pisces, but he already super excited to get to Aries because you know he's gonna after join the Jupiter there. They're going to have the whole conversation. We will need to be prepared for this as well. So it's actually really excellent. I always look at the sky and compare with the, the Torah reading, Zohar. It's so in alignment with everything what's happened energetically. It's almost like Creator create for us perfect environment in order for us to work with the sky, to work with our higher self, to connect to something much bigger, not to be stuck in one thing. Don't be, and very important as well to understand this type of combination, required of us to be more daring, not to necessarily to think what everyone think about us, to carry less what people think about you, but not in a chutzpah way, not in a considering way, in a way that if this is something required for your next step, for you to grow, even when you're in partnership, talk to your partner, tell them what exactly missing in your life, what missing in your communication. Don't let your partner to guess. It's a not good thing. Open the conversation, prepare the environment. You're not going to put seed of of any flower during the winter. You're waiting for specific time when the soil will be especially ready to receive the seed. Same thing with relationships, same thing with communication. If you really want to be understood and your partner to understand you, so do yourself a favor, prepare for the conversation, make certain environment, maybe even some nice food, dress up certain way, create all the environment, compliment your partner, and then tell your partner what missing or what you want to transform in your relationship. Okay, guys. So I think it's all for now. I'm gonna post another few videos about very very important few conjunction and more in depth. Otherwise, I wish you many blessings. Have a wonderful week. Shavua Tov, all the time, all the best, and Kol Tov.
At the very beginning of this evening, we were talking about being masters of our own destiny. How many really are? How many can say, I control everything? I mean, the weather isn't going to bother me. It's not going to spoil my season. And earthquakes will not interfere with my daily life. Crime will not interfere with my daily life. I mean, the environment, for most of us, is so overwhelming and pervading that we make very few decisions of our own that are independent of our environment. In other words, we're governed by television, by advertisements, what we wear, all of these things govern us on how we behave most of the time. In fact, I don't like to wear a tie. And I guess while I appear on camera, I should wear a tie. I'm not going to wear a tie. Please, I rebel in that to that respect. But in any event, most of us do not control. We are not free people, that means, because if we are governed by our environment, if the style, the clothes we wear, is governed and dictated by whom? By me? What style I should wear, David? I mean, you and I know styles are important, right? No, who decided on the styles? Not me and you, but some fancy designer, maybe in Paris or even maybe in New York. He decided what we're all going to wear.
In Hong Kong.
See, even that, or maybe even Hong Kong decides today. Can you imagine how far the influence extends? All the way from Hong Kong. Tells me what I'm going to wear, what I'm not going to wear, what clothes are out of style. Everything. What restaurants are in, what restaurants are out. And if you're into a nightclub, it's the one that's in or the one that's out. Who decided all that? What kind of haircut you take, right? Who decided that? Every aspect of our life is not governed really by ourselves. We are not, in essence, free. So what is the Amidah about? So where is that non-freedom? In the illusionary aspect. Everything that deals really with the physical world is the world that creates bondage. Yosef, Yehuda, wanted to interfere. Remember we said the reason Yosef didn't go back because, you see, he knew that he would be interfering with the whole exile and the whole exodus. But that didn't preclude, but Yehuda felt, I am in the realm of Malchut. This is great. Yosef's sitting up there in Zeir Anpin, and he's watching the show, right? And he says, I can't interfere, but I'm the one who's involved. Right? I'm the one who's going to get it over the head. Because I'm the one in that realm of Malchut, right? The physical reality. Let's see if I can change it. So he wanted to connect with Yesod, because Yesod represents Gula. That's a 99%. See these atoms? Look how free they are. Once they become part of the physical reality, where are they? That's their new home. Here they can float free as a bird. The moment they have been captured in the physical reality, they are what? Slaves. They are no longer free. The same way as for most of us, even if we are successful businessmen. We are not free. There is a customer that I need, or there is a legislation that I have to become. We are not free. People to be able to say they are genuinely free, no one can tell me what to do. Look around. Search for that individual. Free. You know what that word freedom means? That you do what you... The hippies thought they had found it. Right? They thought they found it. To be free, to run away to some commune out somewhere. They were going to run away from the physical reality. That's not the Kabbalistic approach. Kabbalistic approach is stay where Malchut is, because you need that parallel universe. But that doesn't mean you can't connect with Yesod at the same time. Connect with Yesod at the same time. Move yourself and live there most of the times. Oh, you'll get it on the head occasionally because you're in that physical reality. Vayigash Elav Yehuda. Yehuda went close to Yosef because he wanted to connect. Two parallel universes, two separate universes, but they can come together. They can come together. What do you mean they can operate and complement each other? They remain separate and distinct like in the bulb. They may appear like the two tracks coming together. But do the two tracks ever come together? Never. Never. Same way as in a bulb. The positive and negative never come together. This was why Yigash Elav Yehuda. So the Zohar says that he was trying to elevate, and that's why the Amidah and the purpose of the Amidah, and this is what we have to think about when we pray the Amidah, is that we want, says the Zohar, Geula, freedom. Freedom. That's what the Amidah is all about. Freedom. Because when you have freedom, you don't have all of the dictates that force you into situations that you don't want to be. Right? You want to feel free. The word freedom already encompasses intelligence. The word freedom encompasses all of the needs that are necessary. It encompasses health. If you have freedom, you've touched, like we said before. Why do you have to go through the route of Tylenol? Isn't there some way I can connect without Tylenol? Not to a temporary lift. Isn't there a place that has permanent relief? No, there is no such thing. There must be something like that, because not everybody has headaches. How come some people have headaches and others don't have headaches? You ever figure that one out? Who determines who has headaches and who doesn't have headaches? What? That's right. Well, who wants headaches? You mean someone decided that he wants a headache? Says the Zohar.
They say I have a headache. They have a headache.
And if he says I don't have a headache, he doesn't have the headache.
That's right.
Maybe. Maybe. But I think it involves more than that. I think it involves more than that. Again, if we take these two parallel universes, the headache is illusionary, because the headache, certainly the soul doesn't feel the headache. Soul can feel internal pain, but it's not headaches that it feels. So what is the pain that we experience on that 1% level? What dictates when one has a headache or one does not have a headache is, even the physician tells you. What does he tell you? Stress. The new word.
Yeah.
New word, right? You have a headache? What's the cause of it? Now they can really boil it down to and focus in on one word. Stress. Remove stress. Remove stress. My whole life is bound up with stress. What I gotta wear, even if I don't want to wear it. What I gotta eat, even if I don't want to eat it. What affair I have to go, even if I don't want to go. I mean, all day it's only stress. I want to do one thing, everybody else tells me you've got to do it another way. Right? So how do you avoid stress? You run away. One possibility. No. The Zohar says, Vayigash Elav Yehuda. If you know how you can connect, if you know how you can reach another dimension, that is all that's required. Because within all of us, once all of these chariots have established the possibility for link up with another dimension, all of us can do it. All of us. And we can actually be free. So each day, although I haven't seen it too much, maybe in the Bet Knesset, with all these people praying, and I haven't seen the removal of stress, nor have I seen the freedom. But in any event, according to the Zohar, when you pray the Amidah, and you at least are conscious, and all you have to do is at least be conscious that you wish to achieve Geula through the Amidah, you have already hooked up and linked up with that dimension. Now, is that so difficult? I mean, let's say you can pray. Now, what happens if you can't pray? He's left out. He's left out, right? So, what happens if you can't pray in Hebrew? You don't know the words. Scan it. A new concept. Scanning it. If that fellow in the supermarket thought about it, I think it's good for us to accept it also. Scan it. Scan the Shemona Esrei in Hebrew. Because it is not as important to know what is being said than using the instrument of the Aleph Bet. Using the Aleph Bet to make that connection. And where do you get that connection? You get it with Geula. Freedom. Because once you have freedom, there's no stress. There's nothing. There's nothing. Even the pain becomes a source of refreshing. The pause that refreshes. You know, if you didn't have pain, you would never appreciate the period of non-pain. So it's a pause that refreshes. What do you think? It's only Coke? Pain.